Good evening, folks, from the EJS Ministerial Complex. This is Spoon TV, and I'm Sylvester Chorople. His Excellency President Joseph Nyoma Boakai is hosting a legislative engagement dinner with senior members of the Judiciary branch of the Liberian government and also the legislative branch of the Liberian government. So we expect the president to meet with senior members of the branches of the Liberian government. So what you see here is the arrival of the vice president, Honorable Jeremiah Kuhn, and anytime from now on, His Excellency President Joseph Nyoma Boakai will be coming in this way as well. So we expect the president to engage the senior members of the Liberian government officials from the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary branches of the Liberian government. For example, of recent, the most trending issue at the first branch of the Liberian government is the recent retreat held by the Liberian Senate, where it has been reported that that body spent about $50,000 for that retreat. That money sparked mixed reactions among Liberians. So perhaps the president will talk about that. And also the judiciary branch of the Liberian government, members of that branch have been complaining about low budgetary support, and so many things so many issues to be discussed at the judiciary branch of Liberian government. But the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable J. Fonantikova, recently alleged that the House of Representatives is always being strangulated by the executive in terms of low budgetary support. All right, perhaps that will also be discussed as well. So previously I saw schools for veteran Liberian lawyers, including Councillor Tianwon Gonglo is also in there. Some cabinet members of the Liberian government are also in there, and then lawmakers, including senators, representatives, are already seated for this particular legislative engagement dinner, which is being requested for by His Excellency President Joseph Nyoma Boakai. So we are bringing you exactly what is unfolding here from the EJS Ministerial Complex. We are told that once the president arrives here and he gets in, automatically all reporters or journalists in there will be able to get out. So we'll not be able to give you full detail. Perhaps after the meeting or after the dinner meeting, when we shall have talked to attendees, and then we'll know exactly what will be discussed there. But before that, we are here to bring you exactly what is unfolding here with Spoon TV, with me, Sylvester Chorople. So the VP has just arrived, and then we are awaiting the president, His Excellency President Joseph Nyoma Boakai. All right. So it is important to note that this dinner, this legislative dinner engagement is being convened by His Excellency President Joseph Nyoma Boakai, and the president is bringing together the three branches of the Liberian government senior members. All right, that means he wants a total organization of his government. a total organization of his government, and that also speaks to peace, all right, because these branches of the Liberian government work coordinately in terms of coordination, all right. So it's very much important as a president to invite senior members or leaders of the three branches, and then hear from them, talk to them about issues that are affecting the country, especially when we are talking about the first branch of the Liberian government. We all witnessed the recent engagement by the House of Senate, that 50K. That 50K actually raised serious mixed reactions among the public. So is the president also concerned about that? Was that meeting really in the interest of the Liberian people? What's wrong with that amount of money, huge amount of money, as other Liberians will say, 50,000? In fact, it's also being alleged that that amount was more than 50K, $50,000. But officially from the Senate Pro Tem, Senator Nika Lawrence said it was 50,000. So is the president really concerned about that? Perhaps, during this legislative engagement, the president will raise that issue and will talk about it, and talk about the effect of that engagement. The lawmakers, those acts or laws that they are engaging with, what are the benefit on the population of Liberia. So perhaps the president will be talking about most of the issues affecting Liberian people. All right, so after that dinner engagement, we hope that by Monday or so we should know exactly why is it that the president convening this meeting, central meeting, if I will put it, central meeting, because matter of fact, the president is not only dealing with the executive branch of the Liberian government. The meeting is not only about the cabinet members, where the president will only focus on the executive branch, but this meeting cuts across the entire government. Members of the Judiciary and members of the first branch of the Liberian government, and of course the president own branch, that is the executive, which of course he chairs. All right, so we are here posted, waiting the president. Any moment from now I'll be joining my colleague Nelson Cole, who is also here from the angle of the Liberia legislature, to talk about issues specifically from the Senate, that maybe he has some observation that he thinks the president might talk about as well. All right, so we are here posted, still awaiting the president to arrive here and then get in so the meeting can commence. But like I told you earlier on, the VP is already here. The senators, representatives, and members of the Judiciary are already here. So like I previously said, I believe that the president in this meeting will talk about the complaint that recently came from the Judiciary, that the budgetary support that is going to the Judiciary is low, and there's a need that the government raise it up. So they will also talk about that serious issue. Yeah, serious issue. So folks, stay with us, still posted as we await the arrival of the president. All right. So as we with the president, they try to discuss the branches of the Liberian government. I kept emphasizing on the first branch of the Liberian government, and the reason is just simple. Most of the criticism usually go to that first branch of the Liberian government. That branch, that legislative branch, has so much power, and the lawmakers do really have. All right, so I'm seeing sound like the president is almost around here, and as you can see, the Minister of State is not yet talking. The head of the EPS, Mr. Sam Gay, will definitely receive the president. So back to the issue. Most emphasis are usually placed on the first branch of the Liberian government because they were members of the Liberian government directly represent the population of our country. That's the citizens. So they should always advocate, speak for the Liberian people. But sometimes the citizens usually see it on the contrary. They don't feel satisfied about the way and manner in which the lawmakers represent them at the first branch of the Liberian government. So you will sometimes see when the citizens get angry, they will lavish their anger on their lawmakers. So until the lawmakers start to do the right thing, most of the anger will always rest on the members of the lawmakers. So also see the presidential aide, Mr. Terrence, who's also arriving here. All right, so once you see this group around, it means that the president will be here in Jeffrey, and I'm sure in less than 5 minutes, His Excellency the President will be arriving very soon. So there you have it. His Excellency President Joseph Boakai is now in the premises of the EJS Ministerial Complex. So we will definitely take him in. Don't forget, like I told you, this meeting is highly professional, so I'm not too sure if they will invite the media to sit there for any discussion. But once the opening is being done and the eyes are out, we will definitely come out. But after the meeting, we will be able to talk to some of the will-be attendees. All right, but here you have the president. All right, His Excellency President Joseph Boakai will now disembark his vehicle right there and make his way in. I can see the president is in all over white. All over white, I see that. So okay, so black, white. There you have the president. His Excellency President Joseph Boakai.
Chief Justice, the people here at the high table. Members of the legislature, may I announce the arrival of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Chief Justice, Madam President of the Temple, members of the Supreme Bench, distinguished honorable members of the legislature, we want to welcome you to this gathering this evening. Is a work the President of the Senate have with.
So there you have the President seated at the middle. On his left, you see the Vice President, the Senate Pro Tempore, Senator Nobly Lawrence, the Speaker of the 55th Legislature, Speaker J. Funatikova. Can I pass around?
It's a small society, almost everybody knows about it. But we haven't had the occasion to sense the inauguration. And I just want to say welcome. Probably the rain here to time, everybody be here. I want to thank the Minister of State, my office mates for being able to arrange this at a short time. I think we're here to sit, to talk, and to drive together. And I just want to use this time to say welcome again and thank you for coming. It's not a time to go into much details right now, so that's all I can say. Anything else? They're saying that we should eat, and I think it's a very good idea. One time my sister asked me to go and fix a butter. On a Sunday, I said, I'm coming from church. I hope you have food there. She said, oh, we have food. I said, let's eat before we talk. I went there. She said, oh, let's talk before we eat. We sat down. The mother wanted to talk. We were not settled. He said, oh, you can go home. I said, no, I'm not going home. That's why I told you, let's eat before we talk. Because things might not work. So I think it's better for us to eat before we talk.
Yes, so I've been joined by my colleague Nelson Cole.
Well, folks, yes, thanks a lot, Sylvester. And of course, we.
Logo out. So, folks, like I told you earlier on, that once the meeting commences, we have gotten out. But I will be joined by my colleague Nelson Cole, who reports from the House of Senate, to be able to talk about this. So yes, so Nelson is my colleague who reports directly from the House of Senate, and he's now joining me. Nelson, welcome to Spoon TV. Of course, I know you saw the calabash of members of the Liberian government, including the President, His Excellency President Joseph Boakai, the Vice President, Honorable Jeremiah Koo, the Speaker of the 55th National Legislature, J. Frantikova, and of course, all of those government officials. What's your take about the entire meeting? What did you observe?
Well, thank you, Sylvester. And of course, as you know, the legislature is the first branch of the Liberian government. And of course, we have seen the arrival of key members of the legislature. There are folks from the House of Representatives who were seen here visible today, and I equally saw folks from the Senate, like the likes of Senator Prince Moi, who chairs the Senate's Committee on Ways, Means, and Finance. I also saw Senator Abraham Darius DeLong, who happens to be the chair on Foreign Affairs, and other senators as well. From the House of Representatives, you saw Representative Samuel Enders of District Number 6. You also saw Representative Musa Hassan Bilite. He's also in there. So all of those lawmakers were able to make their way here. This is a dinner that has been organized, arranged, or that has been hosted by the President of the Republic of Liberia, to bring together the three branches of government. And I don't know if we can have okay, so just to bring together the three branches of government. Sorry, we had to make some adjustments. So this dinner is basically bringing together folks from the executive. There are some key members of the executive branch of government. So, yes, folks, thanks a lot to make this very quick adjustment. So, as you know, there are folks from the three branches of government. Of course, the President told wise to organize this dinner with members of the legislature. Judiciary making their way here as well. They are already in
members of the Judiciary. So let's start with the first branch of the Liberia government. Next, we report directly from the legislature, specifically the House of Senate. How do you think the president this very critical meeting? I'm saying it's critical because calling the entire three branches of the Liberian government, and then the members of the national legislature, we saw the House Speaker, Honorable James representing the House. There have been several issues, coming from that first branch of the Liberian government. The most recent talk about the 50,000, the Senate spend for laboratories. You know about that. So what do you think the president at this time, for the exclusion? Let's start with the first branch of the Liberian government.
Okay, so first of all, we want to give us some feedback on the I would say that it's feedback give us a So, in the first place, you know that the three branches of government they work as a unit. They are three separate core branches of government. But in order to see the level of target obviously there was a coordination between the three branches of government with respect to what their plans, their agenda is, how do they achieve those very objectives. So the legislature, being the first branch of government, is very key to achieve those things. So that's why you see here today, the legislature is a part of this particular engagement. So the legislature controls all that. The budget will start from the executive, but it will end, it will go. Okay, so again, I'm getting